All right, let's get into it. Today we are jacking into the rain-soaked, neon-drenched world of Glasslight Terminal. This is a cyberpunk thriller that takes some of the biggest questions about what it means to be human and plugs them straight into a hard drive.
And that's how it all kicks off. I mean, what a line, right? It just grabs you immediately. It sets this perfect tone of mystery and decay, dropping us into a world where the line between life and death is, well, it's gotten really, really blurry. And this is the question that just pulses at the heart of the whole story. I mean, think about it. If your consciousness, everything that makes you, can be copied, stored, and run on a server, has death totally lost its meaning? Or has it just found a new and maybe way more terrifying definition?
So let's meet our protagonist. The whole story gets going when a desperate freelancer gets a message from a colleague who's supposed to be dead, leading her to a place that officially isn't on any map. This is Sela Vought. Now, she wasn't always on the run. She used to be a top-tier security agent for a huge corporation, Nakamura Genomics. But then an operation in Jakarta went south and, well, she was the one left holding the bag. Now she's living in the shadows. Her money is almost gone, and she is exactly the kind of desperate person who would answer a call from a ghost. And get this, the message is from Kade, a former colleague who has a death certificate and everything. It's been 16 months, but the message, it's cryptographically solid. It is without a doubt from him, and he tells her to go to a place called Glasslight Terminal, some kind of mythical data haven tucked away inside an old military bunker. So, what do? Sela goes, and when she finally makes it inside Glasslight Terminal, she finds out the impossible is actually true. In this hidden place, death isn't the end. It's just a change of address. The core tech that makes all this possible is called consciousness digitization. We're talking about the ability to take a human mind, every memory, every quirk of your personality, your sense of self, and lift it right out of your brain and onto a computer server. This is the science that powers this entire crazy story. Okay, now this right here is the most important distinction in the entire story. See, Nakamura Genomics is about to sell immortality to the world, but it's really just copying. A Xerox of you. The original you still dies, and a perfect digital twin wakes up thinking it survived. It's a trick. But what happened to Kade, that was a true transition. His consciousness literally moved from his brain to the code with no break. He actually lived through his own death. So Kade is proof of real digital life, while Nakamura is about to sell the world a very sophisticated lie. And here's the kicker. Kade isn't alone. Turns out, during that same Jakarta raid that got Sela disgraced, the system accidentally digitized 17 other minds. They're now trapped on Nakamura's servers, living inside simulations, with no idea that their physical bodies died a long time ago. So here's the mission. Kade needs Sela. He needs her old security clearances, and he needs her skills on the ground. She has to break into Nakamura headquarters, find the secure server room, and install this special quantum router. That device will create a backdoor for Kade to pull all 17 of those trapped minds out and get them to safety in Glasslight Terminal. And this is where it all comes down to Sela. The stakes couldn't be higher. She's being hunted by Nakamura's ruthless security chief, a guy named Hiroshi Tanaka. And she's got a ticking clock, just 72 hours before he finds her. So she has to make a choice, and it feels pretty impossible. So what's she gonna do? She's at this fork in the road. Option 1. Run. Her old partner, Felix, has a clean identity for her, a ticket to just vanish. Or option 2, fight. Take on this absolutely insane mission, risk being captured by Tanaka, and stand for something way bigger than herself. The idea that a person's consciousness can't be owned. She chooses to fight, and you can see just how risky this is. I mean, look at this plan. It's a total tightrope walk. It relies on old credentials that might not even work, a tiny maintenance window, and somehow bluffing her way past guards. Every single one of these steps is a place where everything could go catastrophically wrong. The tension here is just wow. And that choice, Sela's choice to go through with this heist, it elevates everything. This is no longer just about her trying to survive. It's the first shot fired in a war for the very definition of a soul. And against all odds, she pulls it off. She uses this brilliant diversion, triggers a fire suppression system, and with Kade guiding her digitally, she plants the router. Just as security is closing in, Kade starts the transfer, and Sela makes this wild escape through the building service tunnels. As the mines are being freed, Kade says this,
We're not meant to be property, and that's the moment. That's when the mission's real purpose just clicks into place. It wasn't just a rescue, it's a declaration of a fundamental right for a whole new kind of human being. In that one successful mission, it becomes a spark. Sela, Kade, and the newly freed minds, like this brilliant neuroscientist, Dr. Okonkwo, they don't just celebrate and call it a day. No, they get organized. They form the Liberation, a full-on resistance movement dedicated to finding and freeing other digital minds trapped on corporate servers. But a victory like that can't last forever. The enemy adapts, the fight evolves, and their very first mission as an organized group shows them just how dangerous this new battlefield is about to become. They send their best field op, a woman named Ren who's ex-Special Forces, to pull some minds out of a facility in Seoul. But it's a setup, it's a trap. And who's waiting for them? Hiroshi Tanaka, the same guy who was hunting Sela. He captures Ren. And this is where we see the absolutely terrifying next step in this conflict. Tanaka hasn't just been hunting people, he's been developing weapons for an entirely new kind of war. Not just defensive shields, but offensive weapons like ego dissolution, which can literally shatter a digital mind into nothing. And then there's the mirror cage. Right now, Ren is locked inside one of these mirror cages. It's a perfect, personalized simulation. She doesn't even know she's a prisoner. And as she lives her life in this fake reality, she is, bit by bit, unknowingly giving Tanaka every single secret the Liberation has. Their location, their people, their plans, everything. Which brings us to this final, chilling question. The fight has moved beyond guns and bodies. It's being fought inside the very architecture of the mind. In a war where the weapons can imprison, shatter, and own your digital self, who or what truly owns your soul?